Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a huge episode of SmackDown Live. Next week will be the SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view of Backlash just before the huge pay-per-view of SummerSlam. And we have a tremendous main event in store, as it is a big tag team match here in San Diego, California. We'll let you know more as we continue here on SmackDown. Kicking us off here tonight will be Heath Slater and Rhino. They will be taking on the former tag team champions, The Club. The Club were the ones to knock off Heath Slater and Rhino a long time ago here in the series, here in Universe Mode. And The Club has dominated the tag team division since. The last couple weeks, you guys have noticed The Club taking a downward spiral. As you guys noticed, we do have new tag team champions, as The Club did lose to the New Day. New Day been able to pick up some big wins. They defeated the Usos at our pay-per-view at Payback, and then the night after last week, we also witnessed on SmackDown Live the New Day becoming the new tag team champions. What a night we saw, and we'll see if the New Day can continue that at Backlash, because The Club have reinstated the rematch clause. So it will be The Club taking on the New Day at the exclusive pay-per-view of Backlash. What a night we have in store there at Backlash, and we have a lot more to announce for Backlash, which is next week, as here comes the Baller Club, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. We noticed this all started back when we had Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows going by themselves, and Finn Balor was by himself as well back when Money in the Bank. Around that time, that's when Finn Balor had a change of attitude around that little more darker side, I guess you could say, more aggressive side. That's what Finn Balor would call it, I guess, as Finn Balor would turn his back and he'd end up attacking the New Day. And this is basically going ever since Money in the Bank. The Club and New Day have been going back and forth, and we'll see if The Club will be able to get them tag team titles back around their waist coming up next week here at Backlash. And talking about Backlash, on Monday Night Raw last night, we mentioned we had a huge matchup announced for Backlash that we announced here on SmackDown Live. So, we will see Seth Rollins cash in his rematch clause. He will be taking on Randy Orton in the main event of Backlash. And then the winner of that matchup will defend against Bobby Roode in a WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. So big matches have been announced so far. Have a lot to be coming our way, just not tonight, but also next week on SmackDown Live and at Backlash. And we can also announce we'll see either Naomi, she'll be defending her Women's Championship either against Charlotte or Becky Lynch. We'll find out the winner later on tonight. And we'll also see Roman Reigns defend his United States Championship against Dolph Ziggler, as well as those two men have been going back and forth. Dolph Ziggler did lose to Roman Reigns just a week or two ago. So we'll see if Dolph Ziggler can get back on track. And we have a huge main event also here tonight as well, as we see former Shield brothers, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. They will be in action as they team up for the first time here in Universe Mode, as they take on both Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler. So we'll see how that's going to all turn out as we get back to some tag team action. Carl Anderson, a running sit-out powerbomb. What a move there from Carl Anderson. Usually not a little man like Carl Anderson would be able to show off his power as much. As now here comes Carl Anderson, Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Maybe he was going to set up for a possible, midnight hour, anything possibly from The Club. As Slater going to cut him back off. Ooh, and then a big knee to the back there, big kick to the back. And that's going to help out Rhino as he gets a tag in. The Man Beast Rhino taking Heath Slater under his wing. They are former SmackDown Live tag team champions here on the SmackDown Live. And maybe with a couple big wins here, Slater and Rhino will be back in the mix for a possible tag team title shot. The crowd absolutely loves this duo. Slater always likes to say he has kid kids, and Rhino, you know, the crazy man from ECW back in the day, is well known. As we get a big tag, here comes Luke Gallows of the club, and Rhino able to see that coming, and a devastating headbutt, and down goes Gallows. Can Rhino keep this up right now? This is the perfect momentum that Rhino and Slater need right now. As what does Rhino and Slater have in mind for Gallows? Oh, double elbow takedown. And now Slater looking to fly. He's basically 3/4 the way, or 3/4 the way, as, oh, big punch to the kidneys, and down goes Slater. And that's what you got to be careful with the club. The club will do anything to pick up wins. As Slater with those big fast punches, just trying to keep down Luke Gallows there. And now, oh, double knees to the midsection. Innovative offense there from Slater. Trying to provide for his family like every other wrestler, but you know, Raw and SmackDown Live weren't always thinking about signing Slater. Slater not that always that big name character, the guy that, you know, a lot of management doesn't see much in him. And you know, SmackDown Live took the opportunity to sign him a while back in Universe mode, and Slater and Rhino became the first ever SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. And the team that they beat were the club at the time. But the club have gotten a lot better since then, holding the Tag Team Championships for a couple months now, until losing to the New Day a while back. Is now, oh, bouncing Slater's head off that post once again. He needs to get these guys back in the ring right now, as now he does. As now Gallows, after throwing Slater's skull off that post a couple times, we'll see if he can maybe try and put him away. As Slater with a nice neck breaker taking down Luke Gallows there. And now Slater gonna get him back to Rhino. Can Slater get a tag? Here comes the man beast Rhino. Are we gonna see another double elbow? No. Ooh, yes we do. Taking down the big man Gallows. Can Gallows get a tag? No. Rhino right there to cut him off. And also after this match, we will be, later on tonight I should say, we'll be seeing Rusev in action. As Rusev hasn't been seen ever since been put through a table here on SmackDown Live by Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman and Rusev have been going at it lately because, if you guys remember, Strowman would go on to win his match at Payback, defeating Finn Balor after those guys had gone through a lot of stuff here on SmackDown Live. Ends up making a table match for the stipulation. Rusev ends up attacking Braun Strowman after the match, and then it'd become a tables match last week, and then we saw Strowman win that match. It was a couple weeks ago, and Strowman, you know, he's dominating everything here on SmackDown Live. I mean, last week we saw Strowman win a handicap match here on SmackDown Live against the Ascension. And you're probably thinking the Ascension, you know, whatever. But, you know, you got Connor, the big man of the group, and Victor, you know, he's no person to be overlooked. Those guys can be huge here on SmackDown Live. Is Carl Anderson with a big takedown there of Rhino. Will that be enough? Is Anderson going to win this for the club? No. We have to do a little bit more damage. As look at these punches and like mostly forearms to the face there. Could have a broken nose, as Anderson has Rhino right where he wants him. As, hold on a minute, Rhino with the reversal. We may need to see a gore from Rhino to put him away. Uh-oh. Rhino, belly to belly. Vintage Rhino, is that it? He should probably go for a gore right now. We're going to do a little bit more damage to Carl Anderson here, which is very understandable. I mean, at least I suppose that strike didn't have enough oomph on it, but I mean, he just got enough to take down Carl Anderson right there. As Anderson with the fireman's carry takedown. And now Carl Anderson with a spine buster. Is that it? 1, 2. Just a 2 count. As now Gallows going to go after Slater here. And uh-oh. Oh, God. Slater landing pretty bad there at ringside. And oh, come on, ref. That was blatant. And now he's going to hit Rhino with a cutter. Is that it? 1, 2, 3. The Baller Club with a big win here tonight on SmackDown Live. And this is the direction you want to see the Baller Club go. Especially Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows have that huge tag team championship match coming in the future. And there is no need for this. I'm not surprised anymore. Gallows and Anderson gonna do anything in their power to show that they want their tag team titles back. And Slater and Rhino being on their list here tonight, as Gallows and Anderson look forward to their big tag team championship match at Backlash. Who do you guys gonna think is gonna win that? Will it be Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows? Will they get them back to the right side? Or will it be the New Day, the power of positivity, bringing it back to their side? We'll have to wait and find out next week as we get on to some more SmackDown Live action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the ravishing Russian, Lana.
And now, America, I ask you to stand up and put your hand on your heart and welcome the one and only true American hero. He is my husband, which means he is the only man that can have me. Welcome, the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev!
And here comes her husband, Rusev. We'll see if Rusev can get back on track as he takes on Mr. Zack Ryder himself here on SmackDown Live. We know Rusev is starting this whole slogan. It's Rusev Day, which it is every day. And we'll see if Rusev Day can, take over SmackDown Live. Slowly but surely may just do that, because there's a lot of... Rusev's not very well liked around here, but that Rusev Day slogan, that chant he likes to yell out from time to time, people are picking up on that. So we'll see if Rusev can get some momentum going as he takes on Mr. Zack Ryder here tonight. Woo, woo, woo. Here we go. There he is, Zack Ryder. From time to time, you will see Zack Ryder with Mojo Rawley, part of the Hype Bros. But here tonight, Zack Ryder is on one-on-one action. And a lot of people not going to pick Rusev or for Zack Ryder to beat Rusev here tonight in this one-on-one match. But Zack Ryder, given the opportunity, like most people here on SmackDown Live, if given the opportunity to show. As here we go, Rusev and Zack Ryder, and Rusev starting him off fast here with a hellacious belly-to-belly suplex there. And Ryder's trying to get something going here for himself after that belly-to-belly, and he does with that huge DDT. And still to come here tonight, we have a tremendous #1 contenders matchup, as it will be Becky Lynch taking on Charlotte. Winner takes on Naomi for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship at Backlash next week here. Let's hold on a minute. Ryder. Oh, big move there from Zack Ryder. And Rusev holding his head there. Rusev could have a huge head injury. We don't know if he's actually 100% there, as Lana getting involved there on Zack Ryder there. Lana's a very beautiful woman. She looks very beautiful, like I mentioned, and she's hard to she is hard to stay away from. You can't just stop looking at a very beautiful woman like that. As Ryder looking to fly here. What does Ryder have in mind? Here comes Zack Ryder. What a drop kick there. And down goes Rusev. This is the first time we've seen Rusev ever since he was put through a table there a couple weeks ago from Braun Strowman. Strowman was in action last week on SmackDown Live, putting the Ascension away in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Strowman's been asking for more competition, and he got that last week. And he was hoping, since Rusev attacked him a couple weeks ago, he'd get that competition. But After putting Rusev through a table, that's not what he got. And I don't think this whole Strowman-Rusev thing is over yet. As Rusev here, stomping out the ring, he's trying to fire himself up. He's looking to put away Zack Ryder. It looks like he took too much time to taunt there. Zack Ryder with that snap suplex. As, whoa, Zack Ryder, a little bit of a taunt there to Rusev. And Rusev going to capitalize after that taunt there, headbutt there. As now, what is Rusev thinking here? Uh-oh. Here comes Rusev. Oh! Knee right on that chest there. As here comes Rusev. Oh, and then a big kick to the... Oh, no. No. Rusev. No! Rusev with a steel chair shot. And now, referee getting that turnbuckle all fixed up. He doesn't even see the chair in the corner over there. As Ryder's in a bad spot right now. Ryder just somehow able to reverse, though. After that steel chair shot he just took there from Rusev. As now Rusev getting Irish whipped into the corner. Can Zack Ryder get in the back in this match? Uh-oh. Ryder's going to that place. Can he hit it? Oh, the broski boot in the corner. And now Ryder. What does he have to do to put away Rusev? It could be one Rough Rider and it could be all she wrote. And there she is, a Rough Rider. And of course Lana getting involved here. And Zack Ryder could have walked out here with a victory, but unfortunately for him, Rusev and his hot wife Lana able to distract Zack Ryder. Just a 1 count, so Rusev needs to do a little bit more damage. So it looks like there is a bruise in the midsection there, the ribs of Zack Ryder from that chair shot he took a little bit ago. As here comes Rusev. What is he thinking? Oh! And then a running power slam. I wonder if that's a little bit of a message to Braun Strowman. We know Strowman has won a lot of matches with that big running power slam, as Rusev hitting that hellacious kick in the super kick in the back of the head there. As now Ryder rolling out of the ring, but back in the ring. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Maybe looking for the Uranagi there, Rusev was. Ryder trying to fight out of it. And now he's trying to, I don't know, fire himself up. Is now, uh-oh. Rusev, power slam there from the Bulgarian Brute. And uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he does. The accolade. He has Ryder right where he wants him. And Zack Ryder taps out. Zack Ryder taps out to Rusev. Big win there from Rusev. It gets Rusev back in the winning column as Rusev takes down the... Zack Ryder, yeah, he's there on SmackDown Live. He's a pretty good talent, but here tonight on SmackDown Live, Rusev is able to outlast Zack Ryder. As look at that kick, just a devastating super kick from behind, and it was all she wrote after that. It was all Rusev. The Bulgarian Brute puts away the Long Island IC Zack Ryder. And this is what Rusev needed. As, oh no. Oh no. The monster among men is here. Watch out, Rusev. Watch out, Rusev. No. Big punch there. As here comes Braun Strowman. No. Oh my God. Strowman sending a direct message to Rusev here. Oh no. No, Strowman, please don't. Strowman has him up. Down goes Rusev. Oh my God. And now Strowman looking to send another message to Rusev. Here comes Strowman. He has him up. Oh no. Running power slam from Strowman. Sending a tremendous message to Rusev here tonight. And Strowman, oh my God, just laying waste to Rusev. And Strowman leaving the building. What a message we just saw from Braun Strowman as he continues to dominate SmackDown Live. And it is time for some women's action. The #1 contenders matchup, Charlotte Flair taking on Becky Lynch. We know Becky Lynch is a former SmackDown Live Women's Champion, and Naomi is the other SmackDown Live Champion here in the history of SmackDown Live. As Charlotte makes her way down to the ring. Charlotte's been given opportunities with these #1 contenders matches, but you know, in the past she wasn't been able to get it done. But this is a huge opportunity for Charlotte as she takes on one of her best friends here tonight, Becky Lynch. As we know, Charlotte, she is the daughter of Ric Flair, and she is one of the top women and considered one of the best women of all time, honestly. And she can prove that here tonight as she takes on Becky Lynch. These two women are in the 4 Horsewomen group. And we'll see if we have a friendly match or if things will get heated between these two friends with an opportunity on the line. Winner faces Naomi for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship next week at Backlash. As here comes straight fire Becky Lynch, making her way down to the ring. Both of these women are fan favorites, and these two best friends will come to blows here tonight. And will we see a little bit of aggressiveness from one another? Will one be a little bit more cheap? Will one do underhanded moves to get that opportunity? We'll have to wait and see. As here we go, Becky and Charlotte. Winner faces Naomi. As we start up, collar and elbow tie up and take down there from Becky Lynch. And we still have a huge match, a huge main event match here tonight, as we see two former Shield brothers. Tag team matchup as Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins take on Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler. We'll see how those works out, as they were former Shield mates. I don't know if that will ever lead to them to ever reuniting here on SmackDown Live. You never know. But this will be the first time ever we see it on SmackDown Live. As Becky Lynch trying to get something going for herself, but a takedown there from Charlotte Flair. As here comes Charlotte, hard Irish whip off the ropes, and Charlotte looking for, a neck breaker. Oh my God. Take too many of those and you're going to have a broken neck. As a big boot there from Charlotte. As now Charlotte looking to fly. What is she thinking? Is she thinking super kick, axe handle? None of the above, as now Charlotte has her on the second rope. And now she's just going to drop that knee and choke her out a little bit. She does have a 5 count to try and do something, but she'll let go. I bet if she wasn't friends with Becky Lynch, she may hold it down a little bit longer, but at least not this time. As an eye rake there. Referee needs to watch out for that kind of stuff. We know these two girls are best friends and all, but I mean, with the eye rakes and stuff, you know, that's kind of cheap. As Becky Lynch did connect with that uppercut. And now Becky Lynch, what is she thinking? Nice suplex, taking down Charlotte. And now Becky Lynch going to go for a scoop slam. No, Charlotte from behind now. As here comes Charlotte. Oh, a back suplex. Did you see the whiplash on how Becky Lynch landed right there? It looked like that hurt. As now Charlotte. What is she thinking? Oh! Tossing her up on that top rope like she was nothing. And now Charlotte in complete control. And Becky Lynch needs to get something going. It's just a 1 count there. Charlotte has to do a little bit more damage to make Becky Lynch pay. As Charlotte once again with an eye rake. She's being a little bit of kind of cheapy basically in this match. You know, she's hitting some big eye rakes in this match, which in the vision will end up screwing the vision up of Becky Lynch. And we'll see if that will come into play later in the match when she tries to go for maybe a Bexploder or the disarmer. As Becky Lynch going to work on that arm now. And this is the perfect opportunity for Becky Lynch. Is this the submission hold right now? If not, it's going to be very close when she tries to hit the disarmer later on. As now Becky Lynch looking to fly off the second rope. What is she thinking here? As Charlotte getting up to her feet, Becky Lynch, drop kick. And it seems like Becky Lynch's vision right now is pretty good after taking a couple eye rakes right now. As, Exploder into the corner. Is that it? And Becky Lynch, is she looking for the disarmer? Can she get it? Yes, she does. But there is a rope break, and that's going to help out Charlotte in this matchup. Becky Lynch, you know, she's been wrestling for a long time. She should have known to keep it a little bit closer to the middle of the ring, or at least away from the ropes. As Charlotte, Charlotte looking to fly here. What is she thinking, ladies and gentlemen? Moonsault there from Charlotte. Is this it? Pinfall, referee in position. 2. No, Becky Lynch kicks out. And now Charlotte gonna take some time to get the crowd behind her. This has been a very fantastic match so far here on SmackDown Live. As, wait a minute, is she thinking figure 8 leg lock? She's got the figure 4. Can she put it the figure 8? Can she do it? And yes, she does. Figure 8. Becky has to tap out, doesn't she? She has it in the position. Will Becky tap out? Will she tap? The referee basically almost helping her a little bit there with his hands right there, but Becky Lynch able to somehow survive the figure 8 leg lock. Both of these women putting it all on the line. We saw everything from a disarmer to the figure 8 leg lock. As, hold on a minute, hold on, Charlotte looking to steal it, but Becky Lynch right there in the ropes though. Could have been game over there for Becky Lynch. Oh, missed the big boot. Becky Lynch back up to her feet. But Charlotte a little bit faster on that exchange though. And that's the key in this match. First one to capitalize off the little mistakes in this matchup will win. As Charlotte looking to fly, is she thinking of moonsault once again? Charlotte, going for an elbow drop. Maybe shades of Bayley there. As Becky Lynch going to go for the pinfall. Just a 1 count, 1.5. You know, Bayley hits a tremendous elbow drop from time to time. Almost like what Randy Savage did back in the day. As here goes Becky Lynch with a snapmare takedown. And now Becky Lynch going to work on that left arm there. And that's the arm that's been targeted by Becky Lynch in this match. And we know Becky Lynch, a fantastic submission artist. And if she can continue to focus on this arm right now, maybe she'll tap out right now. Look at Charlotte getting back up to her feet, but Becky Lynch, no. What an elbow. Stunning Becky Lynch for that time being there. As Becky Lynch has Charlotte in the corner. Big boot, though, from Charlotte. An elbow from Becky. Oh, my God. What a knockout forearm there. And Charlotte has to drag herself in the corner just to recuperate. But Becky Lynch ain't going to let her recuperate as she hits that very beautiful sit-out powerbomb. And you can feel that momentum all over Becky Lynch right now. As here comes Becky Lynch with that snap exploder suplex. And Becky Lynch is in control. The last couple minutes of this match has all favored Becky Lynch. But the thing for Becky Lynch is if she can hit the disarmer in the middle of the ring, though. And here we go. She's going to try it. Will she be able to? Yes, she does. Charlotte's got long legs, though. She could touch the bottom rope over there. Will Charlotte tap? Charlotte, is she going to tap? It's very close. No. Charlotte able to somehow get out of it. I think Becky may have just let it go. As now Becky Lynch dragging Charlotte back to the ring now. And now she's going to focus on the other arm here. And now we're going to get a pinfall from Becky Lynch. Will this be enough? 2. Ooh. Very close. A 2.5 there. Charlotte is somehow staying in this match. I don't know how much longer, though. As Charlotte in a bad spot, but not now. She's not. Nice takedown there from Charlotte. Can she capitalize? Spear! Spear to Becky Lynch, to the former SmackDown Live Women's Champion. 1, 2. No! Becky Lynch somehow survives. These women are tearing down the house right now here on SmackDown Live. And Becky Lynch is trying to get the hell out of there. Wait a minute. Are we about to see natural selection? Natural selection from Charlotte Flair. Is that it? Are we about to see a big win from Charlotte Flair? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we do. Charlotte is going on to face Naomi for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship next week here at the Backlash pay-per-view. What a co-main event we had here. Becky Lynch and Charlotte absolutely tearing each other apart and tearing down this roof here on SmackDown Live. I thought that disarmer would make Charlotte tap out, but Charlotte able to hit that spear. Just another replay of it. Very devastating. Able to hit natural selection after that. And Charlotte showing us why she is going to be a threat to Naomi's SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Who do you guys think's going to win at Backlash? Will it be Charlotte, or will Naomi continue with her tremendous run here on SmackDown Live? We'll have to wait and find out next week as we now get to our big main event here on SmackDown Live. Here is our main event of SmackDown Live. Seth frickin' Rollins and Roman Reigns teaming up here in the first time ever on SmackDown Live as they take on the WWE Champion Randy Orton and the #1 contender for Roman Reigns' United States Championship, Dolph Ziggler. What a main event this is going to be. This is going to absolutely tear down the house of whatever's left after that tremendous match we just saw between Charlotte and Becky Lynch. I can't wait to see that match at Backlash. Those women will absolutely tear down that arena. And those two women are considered one of the best women of both SmackDown Live, Monday Night Raw, or even NXT. Those women are the athleticism and everything, the finesse in their moves, everything, everything considering of what we saw with this big roster for SmackDown and even Raw. I can't wait to see it. It's going to tear down the house. And Seth Rollins is looking to become a 2-time WWE champion. But first, he has to go through Ziggler and Randy Orton, as here comes his former brother-in-arms, Roman Reigns. And this should be very interesting. We don't know what the status between both men are. Are they friends? Are they just guys that they just talk to each other from time to time? Is there something between each other? We'll have to, maybe we'll get something from them in the future, but right now, tonight, they have to work together. You never know, we could see a Shield union in the future. Maybe they get drafted to Monday Night Raw, or Ambrose comes over or something. You never know, that could be a long time from now, but you never know what could happen here in WWE. But Roman Reigns has to focus on Dolph Ziggler. We know they had a tremendous matchup, Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler did, but Ziggler is a kind of a conniving superstar. He's going to do anything in his willpower to get that United States Championship away from Roman Reigns. But we know Roman Reigns has had 2 Match of the Year candidates so far, with Roman Reigns taking on Shinsuke Nakamura at Payback, and also a couple nights after that Payback pay-per-view. These two men tore it down, and we haven't seen Shinsuke Nakamura since, but next week here on SmackDown Live, you guys will see Shinsuke Nakamura live here on SmackDown Live. As there they are, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, former brothers-in-arms, taking on this man, the WWE Champion, Randy Orton. Randy Orton showing a little bit more of that dark side, turning his back on the whole WWE Universe. And that's exactly what he did to Seth Rollins. For a while there, a lot of people were talking about Seth Rollins, Bobby Roode getting all that attention. And then Randy Orton would go on to attack Seth Rollins before his scheduled match with Rusev. Into an impromptu match, Randy Orton would end up winning that matchup. And Randy Orton made sure Rollins wasn't 100% for their match at Payback, and Randy Orton would go on to win the WWE Championship. And ever since then, Randy Orton has been very dominant If you guys remember last week here, a huge triple threat match. We saw Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and Seth Rollins. And in that triple threat match, Bobby Roode was able to walk out victor. So Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan announced that at Backlash, it will be Randy Orton taking on Seth Rollins in the main event, and Bobby Roode would be able to get a WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. He will be facing the winner of either Randy Orton or Seth Rollins. And I bet you Seth Rollins and Randy Orton aren't going to be 100% heading into SummerSlam, and that could be the perfect opportunity for Bobby Roode to walk out with that WWE Championship. And here comes the number one contender for Reigns' United States Championship, Dolph Ziggler. This man right here can hit his moves right out of nowhere, from zigzags to super kicks. He's going to have to show everyone here to know it why he should be the new United States Champion. Not a lot of people are going to favorite him in that match, but knowing Ziggler, he can pull it out of the bag. Dolph Ziggler is known to have that underdog role for a long, long time. And we'll see if next week at Backlash, if he can get the job done. As it looks like our match is ready to get going, as it looks like we're going to have a little preview of Backlash, as Seth Rollins and Randy Orton going to kick us off here. And now Seth Rollins with an early takedown of Randy Orton. And oh, look at these big kicks from Seth Rollins right to the face there. And we already know Seth Rollins will do anything in his best power to make sure that he's 100% heading into that Backlash pay-per-view. As another knee to the midsection. As we know, Bobby Roode is here tonight. We know he's backstage and at least catering. We saw him earlier. We were able to talk to him a little bit. He was very excited to see that he will be in a WWE Championship match in a couple weeks' time at SummerSlam. And he's been doing a lot of studying, and especially with that huge triple threat match that he got over Seth Rollins and Randy Orton, he was very happy that he'll be able to, show off what he has to bring here to SmackDown Live. We know Bobby Roode is a former NXT champion. He did lose at the Roderick Strong, and I think NXT is in a good place right now. Even though Bobby Roode did leave, I think NXT has a lot of great stuff to look forward to. As Seth Rollins was looking to get a tag there, but Randy Orton able to block him off, and now Rollins trying to get something going here. Rollins, Falcon Arrow, taking down the champ. And does Rollins want to get a tag here? We know Rollins was looking for a tag, but wasn't able to when Orton stopped him. There's a big forearm there from Rollins. As here we go, Irish whip into the corner. Uh-oh. Former brothers in arms working together. Oh, and then throwing him right in the corner like he's nothing. And we know Roman Reigns is the former WWE champion. Roman Reigns outlasted John Cena and Seth Rollins to become the first ever WWE champion. And we'll see if, and ever since then, Seth Rollins was able to beat him a couple times. And ever since then, Roman Reigns has been able to change up his philosophy, like training styles, philosophies in his career and his life, and he's becoming the United States champion and having 2 match of the year candidates with Shinsuke Nakamura. And he absolutely tore it down with Seth Rollins a couple times as well. So Roman Reigns' career is looking pretty good here on SmackDown Live. As we're getting a preview of what's in store for Backlash once again between Ziggler and Roman Reigns here. Here comes Ziggler. No, drop kick missed. Will Reigns capitalize? Big kick to the midsection. Here comes Roman Reigns. Rollins trying to fire up the crowd as we get a tag here. Whoa, whoa. Reigns looking to fly Hurricane Rana into a powerbomb. Innovative offense between both men. We normally don't see high-risk maneuvers from Roman Reigns like that, as Ziggler gets taken down from Seth Rollins. And now, wait a minute, Rollins looking to fly second rope here. What a corkscrew. What a maneuver there. And can Rollins put away Dolph here? Uh-oh. Seth Rollins, Seth Walker to Dolph Ziggler. And Ziggler's in a bad spot, but here comes the champ. Randy Orton's in the ring. Here he comes. Going for that tremendous clothesline. Oh, just got a glance at that on that time. And now Rollins moving out of the way. Here comes Seth Rollins. Going for a DDT. No, Orton with a tremendous clothesline. And now Orton going to make Rollins pay as he connects with that tremendous forearm. And now Rollins getting back in this match. 4 of the best wrestlers today, at least on the main roster wise. A lot of guys like Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, John Cena, Jinder Mahal. A lot of guys on the roster that could be given an opportunity in the future as a super kick there from Rollins. Could that be enough to put away Randy Orton? And now Rollins standing moonsault taking down Randy. Whoa. Wait a minute. We've seen that taunt before. Seth Rollins. RKO. RKO. Is that it? 1. But Ziggler able to break it up. And Reigns isn't too happy about it, but he's going to favor the rules there. And Rollins isn't too happy, so he's going to make him pay. And that's going to piss off Randy Orton now. Wait a minute. Roll through. Roll through. Ooh, but he had his fingers on the ropes, though. Well, that's going to piss off Randy Orton, though. Like, you don't steal his finisher. No one steals people's finishers. Randy Orton's done that to Bobby Roode once, and that's won him the match before. And Rollins getting a little bit of into the head of Randy Orton with that RKO. The match is next week. As here we go, back to back. As now Ziggler gonna show off his show-off side, I guess you could say, as Ziggler rubbing it in the face there of Rollins. And like we mentioned, Shinsuke Nakamura will be in action next week. And his opponent, no one other than Randy Orton, the WWE Champion, will be in action next week here on SmackDown Live. Should be a tremendous one of the best matches you could see here on SmackDown Live. Nakamura facing Randy Orton. As, going for that, I don't know, some kind of axe handle. Rollins moved out of the way, but Ziggler now just grabbing him by the hair. And Rollins doesn't like that at all. As now, big elbow to the midsection. And now, what is Rollins thinking here? No, and Naomi also will be in action next week here. Is hold on a minute. Nope, Ziggler not able to keep down Rollins. But Naomi also will be in action here next week on SmackDown Live. So make sure you guys stay tuned, as that will be the go-home show of Backlash. As hold on a minute, Ziggler, neck breaker. Oh my God. Devastating. And now Rollins needs to get something going. This is the perfect opportunity. But Ziggler a little bit faster on that exchange as he hits the neck breaker. As now Ziggler going to rub it in a little bit. But that could cost him a tag here. And yes, it does. Here comes the United States Champion, Roman Reigns. Big clothesline. And another one. Here comes the champ. No, Ziggler with the reversal. A knockout punch there from Roman Reigns. Superman punch to Ziggler. Will this be enough? But Ziggler somehow able to reverse. I don't even know how he knows where he's at. As a neck breaker there from Ziggler. Ziggler needs to get some kind of offense in right now. Headbutt there. And then a big clothesline. Wait a minute. Is he thinking spear? Spear to Ziggler. And that's what we saw a couple weeks ago. 2. No. I think Ziggler was able to kick out just in time. As Reigns just stomping away here. Some of that midsection. Ziggler somehow surviving so far in this matchup. That devastating spear put away Ziggler just a couple weeks ago. So he must be working out a little bit faster, a little bit harder to make sure he's been able to kick out of that move. As another Superman punch. And it looks like Ziggler's busted wide open. And Ziggler needs to capitalize. Oh, and he does. And a back suplex. As here comes Ziggler into the corner. Is he thinking tag? No. Gonna go for the pin though. Not even a 1 count though. Ziggler wants to get a tag, but Orton's not even letting that happen right now. Little bit of a miscommunication between both men right now. As a big uppercut there from Roman Reigns. And now Reigns with a big forearm. And another one. Ziggler is in a really bad spot. He does need to get a tag. That cut is getting really big. And once again, Ziggler going for a tag. And Orton doesn't want a tag. This is a message from Orton. He doesn't like working with anybody, it seems. So I think this has turned into pretty much a handicap match. Ziggler's going to have to do this on his own. Randy Orton's had enough. And he thinks that Ziggler is just doing it for himself. The big... Uh-oh. Is Reigns thinking about another spear, possibly? Oh! Not really a spear, just launching at him, though. But, I mean, it looks like he had enough. Will it be it this time? 1, 2. Orton actually breaks it up this time. And Reigns attacking him right now. And both Rollins and Orton in this ring. We could see chaos breaking down in this ring right now. As Ziggler able to reverse. And now Rollins able to take down Orton as Orton rolling out. Ooh, an elbow. And look at the show off. And that's vintage Dolph Ziggler, baby. And now, uh-oh, submission hold. Will Reigns tap out just before their matchup coming up next week? Uh-oh. And now Ziggler going to show that wrestling background with that gut wrench suplex. Ziggler, famouser! The famouser to Roman Reigns. And now Ziggler going to take some more time to show off right now. Just rub it in a little bit more to Roman Reigns. Send him a message. And now Dolph Ziggler with an elbow drop. Wait a minute. Is Ziggler going to go with the zigzag here? Or maybe even a super kick? What's he thinking? Zigzag to Roman Reigns. Is this it? Ziggler going for the pinfall. 1, 2. No. Randy Orton not able to save the match for Ziggler there. As a DDT connecting there to Randy Orton. And both men were down for the time being, but Ziggler able to get back up to his feet. As Rollins going to send a message to Randy Orton outside there. Going for a scoop slam, it looks like. But no! Reversal there from Reigns. And Reigns could be looking to put away Dolph Ziggler. It's a big chop, big slap, you could say. Taking down Dolph. Superman punch once again, as that's got to be it. As Rollins is taking out the trash over there with Randy Orton. Big punch there. As here comes Roman Reigns. A back suplex. And this could be all she wrote. Reigns has Ziggler right where he wants him. If he hits it, this is game over for Ziggler. Spear! Spear to Dolph Ziggler. And all Reigns has to do is go for the pinfall, and this will be game over. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Orton was able to get back in the ring, but Rollins was right there to break it up. What a main event we just saw. Former brother-in-arms, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, picking up a victory over their competitors. It'll be fun to see if this will be the outcome next week at Backlash. Pardon me. Will Roman Reigns beat Dolph Ziggler? Will Seth Rollins become WWE champion by defeating Randy Orton and advancing to SummerSlam? We will have to wait and find out. What a tremendous main event we just witnessed here on SmackDown Live. A great pairing. Maybe we'll see some more of this. And there we go. Even a shake. 100% confirmed. It looks like they're buddies for now at least. Big win from Reigns and Rollins. What a way to end SmackDown Live, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe as we head to the Backlash pay-per-view next week here on our YouTube channel.